Okay, we want to talk about getting your horse ready for the farrier, right? It's a thing, right? We have issues with our farrier, with the horse being good for the farrier. One of the first things that I want to point out, or I want to bring up to you guys, is that when we take our horse to the farrier, like we're going to go get them out of the corral and go where? Where do you go to have the horse trimmed or have the farrier work done? Generally, or I'm betting that the place that you go to might not be the horse's best, most comfortable place. So like we brought Indy, we're going to work with Indy right here. This isn't her space. Like her corral is, down a few rows, and so we brought her all the way over here where she's in a new space. But let's just pretend that the farrier was parked here, and this is where he said, bring me your horse. I'm parked over there, and we'll do the work. Well, look at Indy right now. She's not really comfortable just being here. And then we're going to add another strange person coming in, to do his job, the farrier, right? And it's not his job to train our horses. It's his job to, get the farrier work done. So, oh wow, check this out. Like, that's kind of cool. Had a whole flock of geese just fly right over us. So what the point I'm wanting to bring up, bringing your horse to go have vet work done or farrier work done or whatever, brushing, tacking, grooming, if you haven't got your horse relaxed being with you anywhere, then when you take your horse somewhere that's a new place, right, the horse is going to get upregulated, kind of like Indy is right now. And this might be very similar to pretend that you're out on a date at a restaurant, right? You're with your most special person, and it happens to be your birthday, right? And so what happens? Your special person always kind of sneaks and tells the staff, hey, it's his birthday today, because you want to get the free ice cream and cake. And so then what? The whole staff comes over, right? And they're singing you happy birthday. And the whole time they're doing that, it's like fun. You're like, yeah. But you're also like, oh my gosh, everybody's looking, right? And you get that internal nervousness and your system starts to upregulate and you're like, oh, well, it'll be over as soon as they're done singing. So you think. Imagine that after everybody's done singing and all the staff goes back to the working the tables, your waitress slides a chair over by you and says, hey, birthday person, climb up on this chair and tell everybody in the restaurant about your birthday and tell everybody, something unique and special about you. What happens on the inside as soon as she says, stand up on this chair in front of everybody? That's what cortisol and adrenaline feels like, right? You're like, oh no, not me. No, I'm fine. It's not even really my birthday. It was actually yesterday, but she said it was my birthday so we could get the free ice cream and cake, right? We're a no, right? Because we got put under pressure that we weren't ready for, right? It happened, and we didn't. If you don't have the ability to self-regulate and just handle that right now, that's called self-regulation. So that's what's happening to our horses when we take them into a new space and have something new happening. I mean, they get their farrier work. That's not necessarily new, but it's in a new space. They're upregulated, stressed, anxious, like worried. So getting our horses calm and confident wherever we're going to have those type of things done, basically anywhere, right? That's where we want to have our horses be calm and relaxed with us. So I'm going to go over with Indy and I'm just going to pretend like I'm the farrier and I got a job to do and I'm getting paid X, right? I'm getting paid a flat fee. So the longer that I'm here, the less profitable this experience is, for me as a farrier. Now I want to do a good job and I want my client to be happy, but I also have, 7 more clients today. So I'm going to kind of just cruise in there and see how this goes. I already got my tools laying over in the dirt. She's already got dirt on them, but all right, let's go. So, right, I'm sure any good farrier wants to take a moment and try to, have a connection with the horse or try to have something. So, I might come in and like, hey girl. Oh, good girl. Nice. All right, let's pick up this back leg. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, give me that leg. Yep. Nope. Oh, leaning. Oh. All right, now I've got the foot, but she's pretty tight. Let me see if I can Oh, she's hanging on to it so tight. Like, look at her lean. Like I'm trying to get under, and she's like, no, that ain't happening. There we go. I'm going to bail on that. She's like, no, that ain't happening. Right? She's tense. Just watch the way she picks her feet up. So just this experience alone is causing her to be stressed and anxious, which is stacked on top of stress and anxious just being here, which is tacked on top of stress and anxious because her BFF is, 10 stalls down. And so we're just trigger stacking, right? And then I'm the Ferrier kind of guy coming in like, it's okay, girl. Yeah, just give me that foot and let me try to get in here and I try to get under her. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take that. That's all I can get right now. Try to hustle in here and get this done. Oh, she's leaning on me. Okay, I got that picked out. Oh, all right, there we go. Good girl. Let's just go right to this one. Oh, give me this one. Oh, there we go. Let me try to get a hold of it. Right, I want to get in here and get this job done because I got, 8 or 9 or 10 more horses to do today. My point is that, right, like I'm probably not going to be as slow and as smooth as I might be if I was preparing this horse, right? Because I'm trying to get a job done because I got things to go. Oh, look at her moving. All right, give me this foot. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can get underneath this one. Nope, she's a pulling. Oh, she's a pulling some more. Let me just try to get a hold of it. Oh, oh. Oh, now she's leaning on me. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll hurry up, try to get this done. All right, let's get this other foot. There we go. She's really being really pretty good, other than she's just really tight, like she's pulling this leg up, not relaxed necessarily. Okay, got that one. Oh, 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 here she goes. All right, we're just gonna file down some of the top edges, but do you see how that she's not comfortable here? She's not comfortable away from her friend necessarily, from her stallmate. She's not super comfortable with me kind of hustling around in there. Now she's not really blowing up or pulling back. We could have that with another type horse, but I'm just wanting to show the point that getting our horses relaxed and getting them comfortable in the environment first has huge value. So I'm going to take a few moments and just really work with her to get her relaxed and just let her kind of have a heads up of what's going on. See if I can't just get her way more calm and quiet, and then we'll go try to do some filing. So give me a few minutes and I'm going to hang out and try to just get her calmed down, and we'll do all this again. you guys, us as horse owners, we can do this with our horses before the farrier gets there. Or let's go over a little earlier, get to wherever we're meeting the farrier. Maybe we spend a half hour or whatever it takes, just working these tools to get our horse calm and quiet so that we can have this type of a horse to work with instead of right out of the pen, walking them away, getting them over here, and they're all stressed and anxious. So I'm going to go a little slower this time and just work with her. I'm not really trying to trim her feet or do anything. I'm just going to go through the motions of it. And so, but I just want to ask her, so instead of me picking up her feet, like me grabbing and pulling, I'm going to give her a specific cue, and I want her to hand me her foot, or I want her to lift it up on my cue. That's an entirely different feeling for your horse than when you rub your hand down, and if they're picking that leg up out of fear, they're like, ooh, what's touching me? That's your horse saying, I got stress and worry inside, and then we're going to have to deal with that all through the trimming. So I'm going to just gently work with her and ask her to hand me her foot rather than me just go down and take it. So get my lead rope set up here, got my file. So I'm just going to rub my hand down her leg all the way to the ground, and I just want to make sure that she's not lifting that foot out of anxiety, because that's what was happening earlier. As soon as I touch her leg, she was pulling it up. So I've worked with her, we took that time, and I just really relaxed her legs, got her used to the touch. And so now I'm going to give her a specific cue and just ask for her to hand me this foot. Beautiful. Now I'm going to be nice and soft, right, and just kind of come in here, be relaxed because she's relaxed. Let me get this foot in here. All right, that was really quite nice. I just did a little bit of filing. Now I'm just going to set that down. And what I'm not going to do is just head right to the next leg. Let me come out, hang out with her right here, like, let's take it down. Let's go back and relax. So I just want to have a little experience and then just get her to relax, get her back to calm and quiet, and then I'm going to go pick up this other foot. Easy, girl. There we go. I want to come in and just hang out right here at the hip and let her be okay with me standing here at the hip. She's already moving, so she's a little nervous me just being here, so we're going to slow this down. And then again, I want to rub this foot all the way to the ground. So I'm just going to wait for her to stop, because that's just her being anxious about me being back here. Good, there she stopped. Let's take it nice and quiet. Good girl. All right, I'm just going to ask her. I want her to hand me this leg. So I'm just going to ask. Here we go. Good girl. Nice. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. So she's kind of pulling. I'm just going to relax. I want to just let this foot relax all the way to the ground. Good. And then can I pick it back up? Start kind of touching her here. So I'm just going slow. Like, I want to go at her pace. So this is good training, right? You guys can do this at home. This is just basic horsemanship, basic handling of your horse, getting them to where they're okay with these kind of things. Oh, good. All right, here we go. Got her foot. We got a ATV coming around. Nice. All right, feels like everything's still okay. Wow. Did you see it? Hey, I like how calm she is about that. Like, that just happened. We're okay still. All right, I'm gonna get underneath here. Oh, no, she's still pulling, so we're gonna go back to relaxing. Oh, good girl. Yeah, so just that ATV pulling up right there definitely caused, some anxiety, some stress. For me too. Like, I heard it coming. I was like, uh-oh, where's that thing coming from? What's going to happen when it comes around the corner? I thought I'll score her a solid 9.5 on calmness. Like, she did fantastic. Now, had she had that ATV come by while she was over tied to the trailer, still upregulated, stressed, and worried, that would have sent her even higher, right? So getting this calm and quiet, we were at a much lower threshold, so she was able to handle that added pressure because we came down. If we'd have stayed up high and then the ATV comes by, boom, we go up to a problem. So, love how that went. All right, I'm gonna just see if I can just kind of squeeze underneath here. There we go. Yeah, lead rope management, it's a thing. I'll get that where I want it here. I like it up here where if something happens, like I can pull, which will bump her nose to this side, which will make her hip go that way, you know, should something happen. So I love to be in communication, having that ready. Okay, good girl. Good girl. Set that back down. Come up here with her. Let's just hang out, relax, reset. Let her just lick and chew. Hang out right here nice and quiet. So, the problem with your horse at the farrier or with the vet, even with you, it isn't about the farrier or the vet. It is about you, because you own the horse, right? Having the tools, having the connection that you can tune in, connect, relax with your horse, and just ask them to hang out and just be calm and quiet. Like, yeah, let's just do this, right? So practicing to have our horses be calm under pressure, then when the pressure hits, we can both perform the same way that we've practiced. So I love that ATV coming by. Like, I kind of wished I'd have set that up on purpose, but that was just random, and that just happened. So that was a great example of her being able to handle some added stress. Because had she come by when she was tied up over here, would have had something happen. So taking a few minutes, just getting your horse calm and relaxed, makes a huge difference. So, you know, I could practice doing this with my horse, then when the farrier does show up, right, she's all kind of dialed in and relaxed and has already had her everything touched and loosened up and just kind of worked. She can be much calmer, much better about it. So, one thing I do have to say, and I'll leave this on here, a lot of times we have to use sedatives to drug the horse. It's not because the horse doesn't like being shod, it's because they're stressed and anxious. But what I just want to caution you and tell you to not ever, ever, never, ever, never let somebody put a twitch on your horse's nose. If your farrier offers to do that, fire him immediately and tell him to call me. Or I'll fire him. You call me and I'll fire him. No. We're going way beyond any type of horsemanship at that point. We need to get the horse calm and quiet, and we won't need the twitch, and we won't need the drugs. I don't mind using a sedative. You got a dangerous horse to get done, but man, let's look at a long-term solution. Let's get this going on. Let's get your horse relaxed. So, awesome. That's what we got for you today for our trainer's teaching time, or whatever we're going to call this. I don't know. All right.